Live stream, friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is sponsored by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports action. Live stream, watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you. At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind. Life is worth more than a text. Stay alive. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, Noise, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health.
All right, we're back up and running here. Had audio technical difficulties. Had to contact the studio back in Raleigh and get running here. 22-16. The Hurricanes lead Pitt. PD Doors Craig Green here. First free throw is made by Nehemiah McDonald.
And McDonald is 3 of 5 so far from the line in the first half. Sitting on 5 points. And Nehemiah shooting 64% from the line on the season.
Misses the second opportunity. Ahead, and Nehemiah nearly. Let's take a look at that, Craig.
He nearly pinned it off the glass, trying to get a chase down block on Cameron White, but White was able to put it off the glass to finish. Great finish by Cameron White. White, the 6'2 sophomore out of Wilmington, at the line.
Misses. It's 23-18.
Look at the Bulldogs with a full court press. And they got a 10-second. Sorry, Petey. They got a 10-second violation out of. We don't see it very often, and I was kind of, I jumped on it immediately. My bad. But yeah, that was just good defense by Pitt. They were forced that 10 seconds.
23-18. Reset the shot clock to 30. The Bulldogs searching for an answer after the miss on the free throw by Cameron White. They go in the post. And McCray.
Nice block by RJ.
Couldn't get around RJ Bridges.
RJ came over as a help defender and swatted it out of the sky.
Bennett, top of the key, hands it off to Rivers, and Rivers swings it back around with 16 on the shot clock. RJ hands it high post to Bennett. Bennett back to RJ. Bridges steps in on a three. No, and a rebound all alone. Cameron White, he turns it over.
Underestimated the athleticism of RJ Bridges.
Malachi McLean driving. 7:52 on the clock. They'll pull it back out, top of the key. Rivers on the left wing. 16 on the shot clock. Rivers drives, kicks. McDonald finds Malachi. 9 on the shot clock. Malachi into paint with a runner. No, and the ball is off of the hands of the Bulldogs, and it will stay right here.
Yeah, look at Burton tried to grab the rebound, but slapped it off his own hand out of bounds, and 5 on the shot clock for Louisburg when we come back.
Wooten and Norwood will check in for Pitt. We'll stay right here. Craig, minus the technical difficulties, is a rough first part of the game as Pitt opened up to a 6-0 run.
They did, and the Hurricanes have fought their way back. Now they hold, with an 11-point swing here, holding the 5-point lead here on the home court. Late arriving crowd, good crowd here on the other side of the bleachers underneath our cameraman Tony Barnett. We look at the Louisburg huddle right now, and you don't see what you see right now is Brian Bagwell kind of relaxed. He's just kind of chilling, going through the motions. I think he's liking what he's seen so far. He's taken, what's happened over the past week and kind of, just reflected on it, I think, in the huddle right now. Because we've seen him really fiery. We've seen him really passionate. We've seen him outright just get after his players. And today he's much more calm and reserved.
7:33 left first half, 5-point lead. Louisburg. They lead the Bulldogs looking for a season sweep.
On the floor for the Hurricanes, got Valon Rivers, Booker, McDonald, and then a 5-second call. Oh, no, a block is called here. Offensive foul. Looks perhaps a moving screen on
Bridges.
Xander Booker. But again, out there you have Booker, McDonald, Bridges, McLean, and Valon Rivers.
Pitt come out with a couple trees down low, but it's not stopping the Hurricanes. And it did stop the Bulldogs right there.
So if that was Rayshawn Boston finding his way to the basket from Goldsboro. Lost Rivers defensively, just cut right to the middle of the bucket and scored.
Just crossing a 7-minute mark. Nehemiah McDonald off balance on the shot. And as Norwood hands it off to his guard, Boston wanting to get separation with Rivers, but Pitt with the ball, 15 on the shot clock. Dancing is Wooten. Wooten drives and is stolen right by Bridges. Bridges with numbers will take it himself, lean in, draw the foul, and Bridges will shoot two.
Should be on Boston. Boston was trailing him down there, and it will be on Rayshawn. So RJ will go to the line for two and see if he can build on his early start. 5 points for RJ Bridges in the first 10 minutes.
Making it perfect on the first.
Bridges is one of the better free throw shooters for the Hurricanes, PD. He shoots it right at 83% on the season.
Jaquan Bailey back in the game. Baylor back in the game for Pitt. Down low, Bridges. Perfect from the line. Five-point lead, 25-20.
Boston picked up his dribble early and got stuck at the midcourt stripe.
Burton hands it off to his point guard, Boston. Boston guarded tightly by Rivers with 12, and they'll go. Burton, baseline's cut off, spins it back out. They're working around the perimeter with 6 on the clock.
Good job by RJ Bridges to get back defensively.
2 on the clock, and they'll put it up, draw the foul, and Nehemiah McDonald will foul Norwood, and Norwood will shoot 2.
Bailed him out there. A good defense again for 29 and a half seconds.
.5:57 on the clock. Norwood to the line. Norwood makes the first.
Norwood just a 57% free throw shooter.
Braden Smith and Lineberger checks in. Hurricanes without 3 players today. Chambers, Cozart, Maxwell. As the flu is settled in, is Booker for 2 with a nice assist by Braden Smith.
Braden Smith with his head up, looking down the floor, felt the trap coming, got rid of the basketball in a timely manner.
27-22, back to a 5-point lead after the 3-point play. And we have a offensive foul.
Baylor saying, my bad.
Jaquan Baylor.
Full court press again by Pitt. Hurricanes got to.
Sorry. Need to get across quick.
He did, but Hodges stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Oh, excuse me, Lineberger stepped on the out-of-bounds line before the pass was stolen. But got to move quicker, though. When that trap is coming, you have to move quicker.
5:13 on the clock, down by 5. The Bulldogs looking to get within a field goal. Bulldogs. Bad passes. Over to a turnover. And Bridges leans in, trying to draw the foul on Norwood. And
Smith lucky not to have drawn a foul there either.
baseline jumper for McCray.
More full court press by Pitt.
27-24, long three. Come up short for Lineberger.
Had a real good look at it. That no call there should be incidental contact.
Lineberger and Boston. 4:10 left here in the first half.
Good first 16 minutes for the Hurricanes.
Boston shot mid-range, is tipped back up.
My goodness.
Britton and Booker just about tipped it in, and the big man down low, Baylor for two.
Yeah, Jaquan Baylor just right place, right time, but really that was initiated more by Marion McCray, who continuously tapped the ball and kept the possession alive. Looks like we got timeout here at the table.
We got a media timeout, 3:48 left. We're going to take it with him. You're listening and watching Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. 3:48 on the clock. Left here in the first half. 1 point separate the Bulldogs and the Hurricanes. Bulldogs come out in a full court press.
I mean, after Monday night in Winterville, I don't expect anything other than a tightly contested ball game. And again, Hurricanes got to hurry up and get across this timeline.
Got to cross the timeline and turns it right over. I'll tell you, with 3:36 left, led by as many as 8 in the first half. Pitt looking to take the lead going into half. Like I said, Pitt, this is Pitt's 4th game in 6 days. Had 2 rest days, Tuesday and Thursday, but they're coming off a back-to-back. Played last night against Southwest Virginia and picked up a nice win. In the game on Monday at Pitt, halftime score, Pitt led by 3, and right now they trail by 1 with 3:17 left.
Yeah, after today, though, they get a nice long break. They get 6 days off before they travel to Fayetteville to take on the Trojans next Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock.
Louisburg needs some help from Fayetteville in that matchup. Fayetteville don't lose many home games. They've only got 1 home game lost this season. They beat Davidson Davie there to end January, on January 29th.
What a win.
Rattles both of them home and takes the lead, 28-27. .317 left. Setting up in a full court press. It hasn't worked well so far for the Bulldogs, but the Hurricanes get across, and we have a foul.
Yeah, Cogdell was trying to make his way to the bucket, and from behind, it was hacked from behind by Jarris Fullwood.
Correction, that was Lawson. That was
Lawson,
fouled.
sorry, 2, not 21, my bad.
Makes the first on a 1-and-1. We're tied at 28. Making both free throws, getting a lead back to the Hurricanes, 29-28.
Hurricanes 7 of 10 from the line in the first half.
That's huge. You need to score all you can every time that clock stops. And Norwood spins it around the perimeter and cuts to the paint. Hurricanes in trouble. That's the Bulldogs with 3 on the shot clock. Forces up one at the horn, and Norwood couldn't connect. And Hurricanes ahead. And he tries to slam it down, and a block at the goal by McCray. And a baby hook, and he's fallen to the ground for Littlejohn.
Isaiah Littlejohn comes in the game, has an impact, gets a bucket, and Fullwood with the foul.
Take a look at that. And a baby hook, and he's fallen to the ground for Littlejohn. Making both free throws.
And this time a foul on the other end as Norwood went up for a dunk, and Littlejohn hit him from the top of the head. And this time a foul on the other end as Norwood. So Traven Norwood back to the line again.
Missing the first. 2:16 left, 4-point deficit for the Bulldogs.
Looks like we got a Jaquan Curry sighting. First action of the game, I believe, for Curry, the 5'9" guard out of Goldsboro. Teammate of Rayshawn Boston at Wayne Christian Academy.
Norwood averages 12 points per game and makes the second.
Missed it.
Rattles out. Averaging 10 points per game for the big man. Nice span down low and coming out. Clearing it out for the Bulldogs. And a 3 off the mark, and Littlejohn right there to pick it up for the Hurricanes. Lawson to Bridges to Littlejohn. Littlejohn to cutting towards the paint, and the pass wasn't there. Lawson, no, couldn't connect. And nothing but white jerseys to clean it up. Bridges finds Lawson for 3. And Littlejohn couldn't make it, but the second opportunity couldn't fall either.
We talked about it early, PD, in the pregame. We talked about the importance of crashing the boards on the offensive side, and we saw it right here on that last possession. How many offensive rebounds for the Hurricanes that time? That's exactly what they want. They want active guys moving around that rim when the ball's carrying them around.
Barber will check in for the Bulldogs. (33-28).
Looks like Derek Mullins wants to counter with some size. He's going to have Greenling sit down and come back in with Jaquan Baylor. Big difference between Greenling and Baylor. I mean, they're both around 6'7", 6'8", but Greenling probably about 220. Jaquan Baylor got to be north of about 250.
From Bertie County, North Carolina. The big man.
He is a whole lot of man down there. That's a lot of guy that you have to contend with. If you want to go down low, Jaquan Baylor, it's not going to make it easy on you.
Baylor drops his elbow and misses. Tries to put it back up and misses and gets the feed from out of bounds. Picks up 2.
That's 10 points for Baylor. He's been very effective. And
10
I think,
of the team's 30.
Yeah, and I think he's some timeout called before the 10 seconds could take place. Good awareness by Brian Bagwell. Saw the play clock, the shot clock running down, and Bridges was still on the wrong side of the timeline.
And it's like, it's really hard to say if it's – the sad part is, Craig, with that, they're using the shot clock as a 10-second clock. There's multiple times our scoreboard and their scoreboard's not matching up because they're starting the clock too early.
Yeah, it's all about getting that chemistry down. We do have we have a lot of the same folks. Typically, a lot of the same folks at the scorers table. We do have volunteers who do come and help us out from time to time. So sometimes a little chemistry has to be built between the officials and the scorers table. But once they're in perfect sync and harmony, we usually don't have any issues.
34 seconds left. They got 1 second to get across the timeline. They have to inbound it at three-quarter court. It's a 4-point game. Like I said, on Monday it was a 3-point game at halftime, 46-43. Pitt was leading. And the final was 77-76. And it's a turnover on the inbound by Lawson. And an and one to follow. Bucket was good for Curry.
Yeah, Jake-Lon Curry, Johnny on the spot, foul on Mikkel Lawson.
With a chance to make it a three-point play. Get within 1 point, and he makes old-fashioned three-point play, full court press.
Should be the final possession of the first half here for the Hurricanes. No shot clock at all.
Great defense by Curry on Lawson.
Yeah, McLean had to be careful. He was heel away from the mid-court stripe. Got to hurry up. You got 5 and 4.
Lawson puts up the three, and it's an air ball with 1 second left. 34-33. We got a timeout. Pitt.
Yeah, I think they're going to do this to try to advance the basketball. Because otherwise it would have taken something really, really special to score from 94 feet away with 1.3 on the clock.
It's been done. We've seen it, Craig.
Yep. I just saw, I think it was about a week or two ago, Nikola Jokic, the Denver Nuggets, basically threw it looked like Bo Nix from the Denver Broncos, throwing the ball 67 feet across the court and knocking down a three-pointer to end the third quarter of a game at home that they played. Again, smart play here by Derek Mullins to call a timeout, draw something up here, try to get your best look possible with 1.3.
34-33, down by 1 on the road. That's not too bad, Craig. As bad as they've been down by as many as 8 here in the first half. To be only trailing by 1, they'll have to go to full length of the court. They expect some high screens and expect Jaquan Baylor to pop out. That also gives Coach Bagwell an opportunity to get the
clock never started. That's end of the half. We got that from Justin Ford. The end of the half, even though the clock did not start, we're just going to call it good here. Hurricanes are going to nurse a 1-point lead into the locker room, PD. I think it's been a good first half for them. It's been up and down, bright spots. But, ultimately you have to be pleased with what you've seen, I think, if you're Brian Bagwell and the staff.
We're at halftime here in Louisburg, 34-33. We'll return with second half coverage and the stats, facts, and figures of the first half in about 5 minutes. Welcome back here inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. Halftime about to wrap up. Got 2:42 on the clock left. Craig, what a great first half for the Hurricanes. Falling behind 6-0 against the Bulldogs and coming out and putting up as many as with an 8-point lead. And now they lead by 1, just a 1-point game. The next 20 minutes is definitely going to be deep for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, it's going to be uber important for them to kind of continue the goodwill they built in the first half. What I saw in the first half, Petey, was a team that tried to do a lot of the little things right. Offensive rebounding. One thing I want to see them improve on is, shot selection, number one. And number two, outside of that, I want to see them improve on communication, off-ball movement, as well as a faster operation as well. You see Pitt pressing you. You don't want to stand there and dribble yourself into the trap. You've got to move quicker. Your teammates who don't have the ball have to be a little bit more aware that you need some help in the backcourt, and you've got to, move quicker, move faster, and I think Louisburg will like their outcome in the end.
Looking for a sweep of the Bulldogs this season and, in Region 10 play right now. They're right behind the Bulldogs, but we're going to need a little help from other teams. Right now, we set right behind Pitt, who is 8-5 in region. We're 6-6. But Pitt, their schedule is dwindling down on the season for the Bulldogs. The Hurricanes have quite a few more games than Pitt does on the season. With 54 seconds left, what do the Hurricanes have to do to get the sweep today, Craig?
Just got to play cleaner than they did in the first half. I mean, first half was good. Better passing out of the traps. I think you got to do a better job of shot selection, continue to crush the offensive boards, and I think you're going to like your result.
Pitt with just 4 games left after today with a week off. They'll play at Fayetteville Tech, at Central Carolina. Finish the season off the 21st and 22nd back-to-back games against Guilford Tech and Watauga Valley.
And keeping our eyes on the Region 10 scoreboard today too, Petey. Just underway about 3:30 this afternoon, a pink out taking place at Bryan and Stratton today as Fayetteville Tech, who was here on Wednesday, travels up there to Virginia to take on the Bobcats. No score posted from that game just yet. Also, starting at 3 o'clock, same time we had today, Central Carolina makes their way up there to visit the Yetis at Cleveland Community College. That game also underway, but we don't have an update for you yet. And Johnson Community College at Catawba, that game was canceled.
So Catawba Valley, as everybody knows in Region 10 played, Johnson Community College season was canceled on the second half of the semester. Malachi McLean gets the ball in the backcourt from Nehemiah McDonald. Hurricanes looking to extend the lead. Smith driving, kicks it out to Nehemiah McDonald, and that's a turnover for Louisburg to open up the half.
Yeah, first 15 seconds in, you give it away. But they were moving the ball a little faster. They just could not execute. Another game this afternoon, Petey. Don't have the score for it just yet. Davidson Davie, the class of Region 10, is actually making a trip to Chapel Hill to take on UNC today, the North Carolina Tar Heels, in the Dean Smith Center.
The Bulldogs, they'll play Carolina's JV today. They won't play, obviously. The varsity team is Norwood, connects for 3.
And there's Traven Norwood, who starts out the second half in a big way. He's now up to 7 points for the game.
Just a minute away here in the first. Bridges looking inside, nothing there. Finds Nehemiah McDonald in a turnover. Second turnover, and all alone with a two-handed slam was Amon McCray.
Yeah, Marion McCray, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs, averaging just under 19 points a game. sitting on 10 right now after that dunk. Looked like he traveled on his way to the basket, to be quite honest with you.
McLean goes off, goes baseline, pulls up for 15, no, and big man Baylor down low with the rebound, and will spin around. 3 on the way by Moore's off the mark. Chasing it down.
Good hustle by Booker.
Kicking it, he'll spin the ball. McLean for 3, yes!
Great ball movement there. Booker to Bridges to McLean. Give the hockey assist to Booker.
It's 40-37. 3-point game. And Malachi McLean couldn't connect with the runner, and they'll save it out of bounds. Cross-court pass was telegraphed. And
kind of one of those last-second passes we were talking about there where, you know, a player starts to make their move, they kind of get stuck, and they have to pass it in a pinch. So want to see the players try to catch the ball a little cleaner. That time you had Norwood jumping in the passing lane to deflect it.
McLean goes out top of the key. And we have a hold. And
all right, Tamir Moore guilty of the hold. And Moore coming to the game from Kinston, not too far away from Pitt Community College.
McLean to Bridges. Bridges for 3, no, and a rebound. And a pass off the Booker and a two-handed slam.
Great look by Braden Smith. Rebounds the basketball, finds his big man and rewards him and flushes it home.
40-39, 17-23. Bulldogs. Boston in this interception.
That's Booker again.
Another turnover. All alone in a corner. Nice look, couldn't connect. Baylor off of Baylor, out of bounds. Be the Hurricanes ball. 17:04 left. McLean guarded tightly by Boston as he brings the ball up. Pitt hasn't set up in a full court press here. And Booker for 3, and it's nothing but nylon.
Xander Booker heating up. 13 points on the game today to lead the Hurricanes.
42-30 as Cogdale is at the table to check in. Boston driving, and we have a whistle. It'd be Malachi McLean with the foul. 16:33 left, 2-point game. Breda Smith exits. It's Pitt's trying to get away. They get it in, and a wide open 3, and it's air ball.
And Boston wasn't even close.
Cogdale was.
The bench kind of hoofed it up there, and the ball just kind of harmlessly fell in front of the basket, and they kind of eerily quieted it down.
Booker hands it off to Bridges. They'll go to McLean. McLean behind the back. Elbow shots blocked by Boston.
Great recovery by Boston there. After turning it over, plays great defense, gets the ball back for his team.
Moore guarded tightly by Cogdale at the logo. Cogdale chasing Moore, and Moore loses it. They'll go inside to Baylor. Baylor 15 feet from the goal. Drops an elbow and puts it up.
Tell you what, Jaquan Baylor, he's like a dancing bear down there. He's light on his feet. He's got really soft touch, and he can finish at the rim. He's up to 12.
There it is. You leave him wide open. Xander Booker hits his second 3 in a row. 45-42.
16 points in the game for Booker.
Malachi McLean trying to pick the pocket of Boston. And we got a 10-second call. We got a media timeout. 15-24, 3-point game. The Hurricanes lead the Bulldogs on Hurricane Sports Network. Craig, you know the Bulldogs come out, get the first couple points and the Hurricanes fight back. 3 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock here. Back to a 3-point advantage Hurricanes way.
Just back and forth so far here in the second half. I mean, it's moving pretty quickly if you ask me. I mean, we're already 5 minutes gone. Referees letting these guys play it out, and it's been a good game so far this afternoon. I mean, for all you guys, all you watching at home here, you're being treated to a really good Saturday afternoon showcase of basketball. We're seeing a good mix of athleticism. We're seeing some hot shooting now by the Hurricanes, who have started to knock down a few threes. That's their third three-pointer of the second half. So, you got to like what you're seeing here if you're Brian Bagwell.
15:25 left, and back to the court, the players.
Halftime, your leading scorers, well, currently right now, looking at the scoreboard, Xander Booker, 16 points for the Hurricanes. Lawson with 3. Then after that, you've got RJ had 5 in the first half.
And a turnover. And an and one as Cogdale got underneath it, Clarence Burton, as he went up. We're looking for our second tie here in the second half. If he makes the free throw. 45-44. She won is
Burton, a 68% free throw shooter.
We're tied at 45.
After Monday night, would you expect anything less?
No, nearly a turnover, and straight to the hole.
Oh.
And missing was Nehemiah McDonald as Baylor pulls down the rebound. Nothing but Bulldogs flopping on the floor.
Well, just
through
really
the Hurricane.
McNeil was at the right place at the right time. McCray, he hit the floor. The rebound fell right into his hands on the floor.
Nehemiah McDonald drives, hits the floor, no whistle.
Shot was blocked that time by Norwood. Now, would they give the foul to Booker or Cogdale? They give it to Booker.
McCray fouled by Booker. 14:37 left on your Style Street Barber scoreboard. McCray to the line. So far tonight, McCray with 10 points, 8 in the first half. McCray misses the first.
And McCray, the sophomore from Tarboro, he's an 82% free throw shooter, so pretty rare to see him miss. And averaging just at 19 points a game. He's 50% from three-point range, Petey, 50.
You shoot 50%, it's a high mark in Region 10.
High mark in anywhere.
Yeah. 1 point advantage. McCray with 11 points. McLean stepped in and off the elbow and is blocked. Ahead, and a two-handed slam for Norwood.
Norwood once again out there getting out in front of the defense and flushing it home. We talked about the size and the length. Foul in the backcourt here. This one should go against Burton. But I talked about in the pregame about the length and the size of the Bulldogs. Guys like Norwood and Jaquan Baylor making things difficult for Booker and for McDonald down low, as well as Isaiah Littlejohn when he's in the game.
48-45 as Cogdale brings it up. Bridges guarded tightly by Norwood, and McDonald gets it, puts up the three off the window, no. Pitt in transition, pop it out Norwood, down low to Baylor. Baylor on the mismatch, and a kiss off the window and a 5-point lead.
Yeah, it looks like there was switching that happened there, too much switching around. And Baylor was guarded by R.J. Bridges at 6'8" against 6'0".
Cogdale from the corner. Nehemiah McDonald chases down the rebound. And it's Pitt's ball with the 5-point lead on the road with 13-13 left.
And Little John will come into the game after a timeout by the Hurricanes.
5-point game on the road with the 5-point lead, Pitt. And we got a timeout. We're going to take them with them. You're listening to Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media.
One in 3 adults in America have prediabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Doors, and my team announcing play-by-play. Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. 13-13 left in the game. Hurricanes trail the Pitt Bulldogs by 5, 50-45 as Norwood to the corner to lob it into Baylor. Baylor stripped by Bridges, and Bridges hauls it up. Cogdale from the corner, no, and a long rebound and coming down with the Bulldogs.
Seeing the Hurricanes pretty active, though, on the offensive boards. They didn't get that one, but they're all moving around the basketball. They're aware of it.
50-45. 1-point game at half, and he'll hit a brick wall as he goes up and couldn't get a call as he was hit hard by Booker. And the turnover, and Nehemiah McDonald.
No, they're going to give this one to
Wow.
McLean. It was
McLean.
either McLean or Littlejohn on that one. They called McLean for the hold.
.24 left. Lawson in the backcourt with Burton. He's bringing it up as Moore. Moore goes around the screen by Norwood, and nice spin on the baseline and couldn't connect. Baylor with the putback.
Once again, Jaquan Baylor causing issues underneath. And when he can find his way to the basket, there's not a lot of players in Region 10, let alone in NJCAA, they're going to be able to block this guy out.
11:59 left. Smith, I tell you, nice drop-off pass, but it was hit out of bounds by McCray.
And McCray had good hands there, very good awareness. Telegraphed the pass, slapped it away. Another timeout called.
11:50 left. 52-45. It's been all Pitt in the second half. 19-9 run in the second half. In the first, 8-10. We'll return.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults.
Hurricanes bringing the ball in after the immediate timeout. McLean out to Bridges. Petey Doors, Craig Green here, best seat in the house. And Bridges
What a finish by RJ. Took a shot to the face, finished with a left hand, and the foul is going to go against McCray. It's RJ's first points of the second half. It's been pretty quiet today.
Typically how Bridges plays, he comes in spurts, either it's the first half or the second half, but he's still going to finish with double digits. 4-point game across the timeline, and Baylor drops his shoulder, baseline dunk.
Wow.
And we have to take a look at that as he drops his shoulder.
So on the replay, you can see the pass get deflected, and Baylor tried to pass it away, got sent right back to him.
Baylor drops his shoulder,
and
baseline dunk.
Isaiah Littlejohn flying, no offensive foul call, and I think that's what the Hurricane bench wanted on that one, but Baylor able to put it back home again, and Jaquan Baylor now up to 18 points in this game.
Making both on the three-point play for Baylor.
19 points, he leads all scorers.
(55-48). Hurricanes need a bucket desperately here, and they come up short. Balsa slows it up for the Bulldogs. Great ball movement. Baseline's wide open and trapped off, and 14 on the shot clock. Norwood for three, and it's a 10-point advantage. Bulldogs, biggest lead tonight.
Okay, they're building up some momentum here. Hurricanes going cold offensively.
Hurricanes with 3 points in the last 3 minutes of action.
Baylor called for a block. That's his second.
That was the and one by Bridges. .10:39 left. Bridges, 15-footer, wraps around the rim, and Baylor with the rebound. 4 straight trips, no cash in the bucket for the Hurricanes. Curry lobs it in, and Norwood for a slam dunk.
It's a heck of a run being made here by the Bulldogs. Norwood now up to 14 points himself. And you got McDonald at the scores table ready to check in. Hopefully trying to provide some more offense and some more rebounding for the Hurricanes.
16-3 run, and answered back, says we can do the same thing as it leads back to 2.
Xander Booker off the dribble. Took Norwood and left him on skates. He went right to the cup and flushed the deuce.
Malachi McLean with the steal. Push it ahead. Lobs it up, and it missed his dunk. But with the putback falling away, he knew he had to get it back. And they go to Baylor, and Baylor misses the bunny and couldn't finish with 9:27 left.
2 fouls on Booker. And it's going to send the big man Jaquan Baylor to the line.
With 9:27 left.
2 fouls on Booker. 2 free throws here by Baylor. He'd be up to, well, he makes a free throw here, it'd be up to 9, it'd be up to 20.
20 of the team's 61 if he makes this free throw. Nothing but net.
McLean will sit down. Nehemiah McDonald will come back in. So you have some size down low. You've got Booker, you've got Littlejohn and McDonald. Then in the backcourt, you've got RJ and you've got Mikal Lawson.
Hurricanes need to take the big man out of the game.
Number one way to do that, you got to try to double box him out or get him in foul trouble.
10-point game, 62-52.
But until they figure that out, PD, he's got 21 points, and 11 of those in the second half.
Booker slings it over to Little John. Little John back out to Bridges. No one moving on the baseline. Cross-court pass. 3 on the way. Splash!
Good pass that time by Lawson. Finds Little John in the corner, knocks down the triple.
55 left. Norwood on the right wing.
Nearly a turnover.
Goes baseline, reverse layups missed. Nothing but white jerseys, Little John.
It's a pretty wild shot that time.
Smith. And Lawson turns it over.
Boston once again gets his hands in the lane.
Bulldogs looking to extend the lead, and Baylor rolls and nothing there. 11 on the shot clock. Great defense by the Hurricanes to eliminate the big man Baylor down low as they're working the ball around the perimeter with 3 on the clock. They'll force one up, and it was intended for Baylor, but Baylor quite wasn't there for the alley-oop.
Curry nearly forced a turnover, almost knocked the ball off of Booker's leg. But again, Hurricanes play some defense, get out of that one without letting up any points. But now you got to make the Bulldogs pay. You got to come down court and you got to score.
Lawson slowly brings it up, sprints in the front court.
McCray back at the scorer's table for the Bulldogs.
Lee Booker lone. It rattles out. And a block down low.
Norwood
throws Little John stuff to the stands and puts one up. Draws the foul. He'll go back to the line, leading with 21 points.
They'll give that one to McDonald this time. But you know what? You had McDonald and Little John down there hacking and whacking.
Puts one up.
Walt Frazier would
draws.
say.
We got a timeout. We're going to take it with him. 62-50.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my.
Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends. 62-55. Welcome back to the Roger G. Taylor Arena. 7:38 left here in the second half. The Hurricanes trail the Bulldogs by 7, in danger of losing back-to-back games on the season.
But there's plenty of time in the clock for the Hurricanes to get it together here. I mean, they've played a pretty good ball game. There's just been some lulls in this game. And Pitt right now is on they've got the momentum. They've been on a run. And Hurricanes are starting to fight back. Right now you've got Jaquan Baylor, again, the 6'8 center from Windsor, North Carolina, at the line for one. Actually, it is for 2, because he was hacked on the way up. Baylor is a 52% free throw shooter and gets the first one to fall. Jaquan Baylor, PD, in this game, 22 points, 23 points, and 13 of those are in the second half.
64-55.
Bulldogs, 0 cares given, are full court pressing and force a turnover. A
chance to pick up the biggest lead on this possession. Bulldogs. Boston goes left side. Curry holds it, looking for Baylor, lobs it one over. Baylor drops his elbow, backdoor cut, wasn't there, but he puts up the shot, and it will be Hurricanes ball.
You know something I just thought about this. You got to wonder maybe if Brian Bagwell may even think about a hack-a-shack, employing that. As soon as Baylor gets down there, just grab him and force him to go to the free throw line. Like I said, he's 52% free throw shooter.
Nehemiah McDonald misses the easy bunny, trying to be quick and beautiful, and it cost him.
Yeah, this time Jaquan Curry makes him pay.
11-point lead.
Yeah, McDonald had the dunk, just couldn't flush it.
20-10 run in the last 8 minutes.
And there's McDonald finishing at the rim.
The 14-minute mark, it was a 1-point game. Now it's 66-57. Baylor holds and finds the guard, Curry, and Curry puts up the shot, and Nehemiah McDonald with the rebound. Lawson sprinting in. Xander Booker misses the dunk. That's 4 points that the Hurricanes left on the board, and that's 4 points the other way.
And McCray was able to finish. That pass was a little too high, but was able to get his fingertips on it and bring it back home. McCray now up to 13 points.
10-point advantage.
And again, this thing is not over yet. The Hurricanes can still find their way. They just have to string together some good offensive possessions.
Backing him down, putting up a baby hook.
Yeah, might be time to call that man's number right
I tell
there.
you might want to keep feeding Bridges down low. Down by 8, 67-59.
Yeah, by my count, he's up to about 12 on today's game. I have him at 7 at halftime.
Yeah, we got 68. That's what I thought. And it's 68-59, 9-point advantage. And make it an 11-point game.
2 straight buckets, this time by Curry. And again, that full court press by the Bulldogs, up by 11. Don't care. They're going to try to see this thing out. Mikal Lawson getting a lot of run today.
Three is off the mark for Nehemiah McDonald.
Hurricanes have 4-on-1, Peter. You got to finish this. There you go.
He lob it up for Nehemiah, and he connects with the easy bunny. 9-point game.
Just got to turn up the pressure here, turn up the heat.
Need a full court press. Louisburg, if they lose today's game, they'll be under 500 in Region 10 play. They'll drop to 6-7. With 4:08 left, down by 9, it's not over yet.
Absolutely not. This foul on Lawson, though, not in the act of shooting. Should be I know they are going to say it's in the act of shooting. I believe the Hurricanes are in the bonus. I think we're looking at a 1-and-1 here.
Little John will exit.
Boston, 4 points on today's game, 73% from the line.
Pitt as a team shoots 68%, average 44 rebounds. You expect more rebounds with the height advantage they have.
Exactly, and it was really telling to see how many offensive rebounds the Hurricanes got on Monday in Winterville. But today it's really been, Jaquan Baylor really owning the paint.
Bulldogs only shoot 43% from the field. Averages at 82 points per game through 22. .404 left. Hurricanes need to get a ball. They'll put 30 back on the shot clock because it was kicked. They're facing a full court press, something they've had trouble with a few times today, but they've been able to beat the press. And They'll get it inbound to Booker, and Booker hands it off to Lawson.
Bulldogs are backing off of that press now, too.
Run a play, and Bridges drives. In trouble, loses the ball, stays with it, puts it back on the floor. Reverse layup, draws the foul. You don't want to put that man to the line if you're planning on winning today, because that guy don't miss. He averages 70% from the charity stripe. And we're under 4 with the media timeout, 72-61. You're listening and watching Louisburg Sports Network, presented by High Level Media. Today's game is brought to you by High Level Media NC, your home for amateur, high school, collegiate, and semi-professional sports live streaming. Why stream? Friends and family can watch the game from home, and your school or team can boost its online presence. We bring the gear to stream your next game, match, or tournament in high definition. With me, Petey Norris, and my team announcing play-by-play and providing color commentary. How do you get a hold of High Level Media? Go to highlevelmedianc.com today to fill out the form to get started. High Level Media is your turnkey solution for production, announcing, and online streaming, where athletes become legends.
Easy, boss. It's your first round in a year.
I'm clearing too early. I'm clearing too late. My God, my swing feels like an unfolding lawn chair.
Let's go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro. They have a kind and courteous staff. Our friends from Hillsboro, Durham, and Mebane play there. And they have that great gift shop where you can buy those pink balls you like to play with. You can get your head right.
My head's never gotten in the way before.
Yeah, no kidding.
Go to Okanichi Golf Course in Hillsboro, located on Lawrence Road in Hillsboro. Call 919-732-3435.
Welcome back inside the Roger G. Taylor Arena. 11-point way, Bulldogs way. 72-61, Bridges to the line to shoot 2 out of the media timeout. Pitt setting at 8-5 in Region 10 play. Watauga Valley sets in second at 7-4. They're idle today with JCC canceling their schedule. Louisburg setting a 500, 6-6. 10-11 overall. In jeopardy of falling 6-7 region and 10-12 overall. Making both free throws.
And just looking at what the Hurricanes have left coming up down their pipe, they have, I mean, you've got the top 2 teams in Region 10 on your schedule coming up after today. You've got Davidson-Davie on the road, then Brighton and Stratton is coming here on the 19th.
Runner off the elbow and coming up short. The Bulldogs.
So, I mean, Hurricanes have a chance here to, they can find their way this afternoon. They can win out. I mean, 11-6 would be a heck of a record to have in Region 10. It's a long hill to climb. You got to get through those final 3 minutes first.
It all starts right here today. You don't want to get too far ahead. And Nehemiah McDonald misses the easy bunny. Booker there to clean it up and loses. It's stripped, and Nehemiah McDonald answers back and puts up 2.
Yeah, that time Boston was able to get his hand in there, steal the ball away. Then Boston immediately
misses the easy bunny.
threw it away.
Booker
McDonald
there to clean it up and loses. It's stripped, and Nehemiah McDonald answers back and puts up 2. Stepped in the passing lane.
Yeah, that time Boston was able to get his hand in there, steal the ball.
It's the Bulldogs up by 7 with 2:42 left. Nice backdoor cut. And I tell you got to step in the passing lane when Norwood's cutting, as Norwood always loves to run the baseline. It's 74-65.
Well, Norwood's been a problem all game long. He's been a really tough matchup as Xander Booker finishes at the rim, and he's got 22 points on today's game. But, again, Norwood's been an issue. He's been out there playing the wing. He's a long player, tall player. He's very fast, very shifty. And they've been finding him out there, and he's been executing all game. Turnover, and it's going to go back to the Hurricanes.
Big stop right there. Big help for the Hurricanes right there with just 125 ticks left.
Time for Mr. 1000, number 15, RJ Bridges. Put on your cape. Time to be the hero, my friend. See if they call his number here.
Bridges wants to take the 3, but they'll just pull out for 2. A run of play.
You got to be quick about it. You got less than 10.
Lob it in to Bridges, and it's a turnover.
Great idea, not as good of execution.
Breda Smith on the lob.
It's a difficult pass, though. I mean, you're trying to get it over the long, outstretched Bulldog arms, feeding the 6'4" RJ.
Norwood. You hear the coach tell him, man, just throw the ball in.
Oh, my goodness.
Malachi left-handed, no, and Nehemiah, no.
Unlucky.
Good and one.
Sometimes feels like the rim has a lid on it for the Hurricanes. I mean, they've been at the bucket getting some good looks. How many times have we seen it just roll around and roll right off? But this time now you got McDonald at the line for two. These are really big free throws for Nehemiah McDonald.
Need to hit both free throws here desperately, and he makes the first.
McDonald averaging 13.3 points a game, sitting at 10 right now. Actually, correction, he is at he's at 12 points.
Shaking and making, nobody pressured on the defense.
Huge defensive series. Offensive foul called on McCray, a moving screen.
McCray looking like, what are you talking? Right when the whistle blew, McCray knew right where it's coming from. I don't know why he's not asking, why he's asking him.
Yeah, John Mull had the call on him, and he's looking at official referee Mull like, you know, what do you mean I did it? Huge offensive possession now. I was going to say big defensive possession for the Hurricanes. This is a big offensive possession. You need points in the worst way, any points.
Be nice for and one. 60 seconds left.
Or a three.
Nehemiah looking for help. Malachi McLean going in the corner, and they pull it back out with 11.
Got to find RJ Bridges here.
Malachi driving, and it's stripped from behind.
Really
over to the Bulldogs.
How does RJ not touch the ball?
Right off of RJ Bridges, out of bounds. 6-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, just didn't understand that one, Petey. Your best offensive player doesn't touch the basketball. You turn it over, and now you killed effectively 25-plus seconds. Didn't even get a shot off.
Get in, Norwood finds McCray on the baseline, and
that'll just about do it.
That'll add two to the, so it's 76 to 68. And a three off the mark for RJ Bridges. 19 on the clock. And they'll flush it home.
And there's the exclamation point by Clarence Burton. Couple of turnovers, a missed bucket, and again, Pitt turns it into 4 more points of their own. 6-point lead balloons to 10, and again, a disappointing Saturday afternoon for the Hurricanes.
McLean leans in, and Coach Bagwell just puts his hands in his pocket, heads to the table, shakes the Bulldogs coach, and down the line he goes. The final score from the Roger G. Taylor Arena, not like it was on Monday. 10-point win for the Bulldogs, 78-68. The final score from the Roger G. Taylor Arena. We'll return with final thoughts of today's matchup.
Listen and imagine. It takes 5 seconds to send a text, and for those 5 seconds, you're driving blind.